Welcome back to my channel. I'll be going through PSLE 2020 question number 18. So Yi Ping put an ice cube at the bottom of the tube of water. He heated the water at the top. So heat source is being applied here. Heat source applied. Okay, so technically the water and the ice cube will gain heat. Okay, and you have this wire mesh. This wire mesh is actually to keep the ice cube at the bottom. Okay, without this ice cube, this experiment will not be valid because the ice cube will then tend to float. Okay, then it will be appear here. Okay, so this wire mesh has some function really to keep the ice cube at the bottom, prevent it from floating. Okay, prevent it from floating. Okay, so after some time, the water near the top started to boil. Okay, so boil, it means that it reaches 100 degrees. However, the ice cube did not melt. Okay, so which statement best explain? So we must choose one that best explain why the ice cube did not melt. Actually, usually in this case, if the ice cube did not melt, you should choose a statement that is related to ice cube. For example, like number 3, talk about the ice cube. So more or less, I would think that number 3 is correct. More or less, okay, but I don't know. I evaluate through first. Okay, heat flow only in the upward direction. Actually, this is wrong. Heat will flow in any direction whenever there is a high temperature to low temperature. Okay, low temperature, higher temperature to low temperature. So number 1 straight away wrong. Okay, so the heat will actually flow towards anywhere. Okay, including the surrounding air around there. Okay, so this statement number 1 doesn't make sense. Okay, it doesn't make sense. It does not apply to. It does not answer why the ice cube did not melt. Okay, heat was used to boil the water at the top. Yes, heat was used to boil the water at the top, but heat also traveled down to the bottom of the bottom of the water column. It's just that it did not raise to the temperature of the boiling point yet. Okay, because the top is the nearest. Okay, so number 2 is also wrong. Okay, this one nothing to do with the ice cube. This explanation. Okay, that's why this explanation cannot be one of the way cannot be one of the statement to explain why the ice cube did not melt. Heat passes through the water very slowly. This sounds makes sense because the heat pass through very slowly, right? Okay, and during this period of time, the heat is not enough to melt the ice cube. So in this case, if I were to reinterpret this question, it will be the heat applied was not enough to melt the ice cube. Okay, that's why the ice cube remain as solid. Okay, so number 3 is correct. Okay, so let's take a look at number 4. The melting point of the ice cube, which is made out of water, was higher than the melting point of water. Okay, the melting point of ice cube should be at 0 degrees. The boiling point of water should be at 100 degrees. So higher straight away is a wrong statement because the melting point is always lower than the boiling point of the water. And even if this statement is indeed they put lower, it also does not explain why the ice cube did not melt. Okay, this is a false statement, and this statement does not explain. So this part over here, this kind of question is really you have to look at how the statement explanation relate to this ice cube. Okay, in this case, to summarize, it's just that the heat pass through very slowly towards the ice cube because heat conduct from higher to lower. But the heat that was applied to the ice cube is just not enough to melt the ice cube yet at that point of time. Okay, so if you give it long enough, I'm pretty sure that the ice cube will eventually melt as a liquid if the time is not a factor over here. Okay, so with that, number 3 will be the correct answer.